Yo, what's going on, guys? Johnny GB here, bringing you guys our Week 3 PMC battle. We are taking on Phantom Base and the New York Cosmogs. First time I've actually played Phantom Base, I believe. I don't think I played him last season. Only time I might have played Phantom Base would be in the OBC way long time ago. But you guys see the teams on the screen there. You guys saw what we brought in our team builder yesterday. And you guys see what's on his side of the screen. Now, really threatened by Mamoswine. You guys look at my team and see my Mamoswine answer. And if he's Scarf Mamoswine, that's a big issue because that does outspeed my Cobalion. And yeah, I just don't have much for that Mamoswine at all. We're going to get right into the battle. No, I do not want to delete the battle video. I want to play the battle video. I got my coffee this morning. You guys see the nice little layout around the battle. We're going to be switching to that for all our league battles here. So just trying to make it look nicer. As you can see, he's going to lead off with Scarfed, which is the Lantern. And I was just going to lead Cobalion because I felt like it was the best lead for me. Now here, I'm just going to swap out because I do have Meloetta and I do not want to be Scald Burned. And pretty much just cripple my chances, but instead he's just going to make the smart play, stay in, go for the Volt Switch. That would have been a very good time for me to possibly just go for the Magna Rise, but again, I was not risking that Scald Burn. This is going to go out to Tusken Raider, the Mamoswine now. With the spread that Meloetta had, we could take an Icicle Crash. So my play is to stay in, click Focus Blast. We can kill this Mamoswine very easily, and what happens? He shows Life Orb, very good. I get flinched. Turn 1, on the turn I was going to click Focus Blast. At this point now, he makes a very good play here, and he just goes for the Earthquake and kills my Cobalion. Now, I was going to try to save Meloetta because it still did a lot of damage versus his team. And he just made the right play, clicking Earthquake. I mean, I have nothing really to switch into this Mamoswine at all. I should have ended up just sacking Meloetta, but instead I end up sacking Cobalion, which is one of my checks to this Mamoswine, especially since he was Life Orb. So here I go out to my Thundurus, and I'm actually just going to go for the Superpower, because we are a physical Thundurus this time, because he does have Intimidate, Salamence, and he has Parting Shot, I believe Parting Shot Persian as well. So he had a lot of stuff that could lower the stats on my Thundurus, so Defiant Thundurus worked out very well. And here's my another big issue. I have nothing to switch into Ice on my team. I'm hopefully getting that fixed up by week 5, because I'm very weak to Ice. Now here, I'm just going to get some Toxic Spikes up, because I don't see any reliable removal on his side of the field. He has Delmise, but I do have a lot to deal with that Delmise. So I can actually weaken his side with some Toxic Spikes. Now I go for the Ice Beam. I was really expecting him to switch, but instead he just stays in, goes for another Ice Beam, so I'm like, I might as well get some Stealth Rocks up. Now I got Hazards. Now Mence is taking some damage. Mamoswine's taking some damage. Nidoqueen honestly has no purpose now except just to Hazard stack, and that's what I'm just going to do. I'm just going to Hazard stack. So we got 2 layers of Toxic Spikes, which means Mamo take a lot of damage. Blissey, when it comes in, will start taking a lot of toxic damage. So we're in the good there. We got Hazards up. I mean, we've lost Nidoqueen. We've lost Cobalion already. So here I just go out to Meloetta. I know I can take an Ice Beam, and I go for the Shadow Ball, really expecting him to switch out into his Delmise. I figured Delmise would be a very good switch in for this thing, and I thought wrong. So so far I'm just playing bad. Here I'm just going to click U-turn, it should have been my play in the first place here. And I'm just going to go out to my Gengar on the Seismic Toss. So now my Gengar's in. First time we brought Gengar this season. And we're going to trick this Blissey. We're going to give it a Choice Scarf. So at least something in prep so far has worked out. Two things in prep have worked out. One, Hazard Stack Nidoqueen. Two, Choice Scarf Trick Gengar for the Blissey. You see Cursed Body is going to activate, so now his Ice Beam is disabled, forcing him to switch out, and it actually allows me to fire off a free Shadow Ball, which is going to be very good, deal good amount of damage to this Magearna. And he did show Air Balloon. Well, that won't matter now. Air Balloon's popped. We see he is somewhat specially defensive, has some bulk onto it. And because I have no real switch into this Magearna, we're just going to stay in a Shadow Ball. Unfortunately, we do get the crit, and he is going to go for the Trick Room now. This was a little bit surprising, and after talking with Phantom Base, this is actually the Magearna he brought last week. And he's just going to go for the Ice Beam, as Gengar will pick up its first kill of the season, taking out the Magearna. So we're in a decent spot here. I know Mamoswine's just going to come in, click Ice Shard and Revenge, but it's going to start taking toxic damage now, and Stealth Rock, so it'll be taking a lot of damage over the next couple turns. And here we're just going to let Gengar fall to the Ice Shard. Not much I can do about that. Just really unfortunate that I have to sack off Gengar like that. And now he takes Life Orb plus Toxic. Lot of damage being put on this Mamoswine. As we can go to Zygarde, I do have Yachi Berry, so I can take an Icicle Crash. So here I'm actually, yeah, I do have Yachi Berry, so I go for the Dragon Dance here because I was actually slower than the Mamoswine due to the Trick Room, which is a little bit surprising. He's going to go for the Icicle Crash, connect it, and deal almost 30, leave me with pretty much essentially 10% of health. And this is where Zygarde can come in, click Extreme Speed, take out the Mamoswine, and pick up its first kill of the game, and putting me in actually a decent spot here at this point. So we got Mamoswine out of the way, leaves Thundurus a little bit normal, and now the Trick Room disappears, so now I'm actually in a great spot here. He's going to go out to Ron Burgundy, the Delmise. Now, I really underestimated this thing's bulk, or I'm overestimating Zygarde's actual power. As I go for the Outrage, and it does not kill. He's going to go and connect the Power Whip, and down goes Zygarde. I really underestimated Delmise's bulk, and I mean, I've used Delmise before. I should have known that it actually had some bulk. And then on the flip side, Zygarde only has base 100 attack, so not much going for me there. So I just got to Thundurus here, and at this point I know that Thundurus probably can win, but it's going to need some help in doing so. So Knockoff's going to take out Delmise, so Thundurus is going to pick up a kill here. Now he's going to go into Kirito, which is his Salamence, and when he comes in, shows the Intimidate, so I'm like, okay, we're good to go here. Our Defiant raises our attack, so we're +1 attack now. So I'm just going to set up a bulk up to see if I can live a hit, which in turn is actually the wrong play, as he's just going to go for the Dragon Dance, when I should have actually gone for my Thunder Punch instead, and try to see how much damage I can do to this Salamence neutral at +1. But here he's going to show the Draconium Z, the Devastating Drake, and he is just going to blow my Thundurus away. You're going to see that +1 defense isn't going to matter versus this Salamence. Gone. So that was a little bit of a misplay there. I should have just clicked Thunder Punch at +1. At this point, I was already playing the game pretty upset, so just was a matter of bad play on my part. Really, didn't take prep that well. Honestly, I just didn't prep well at all. And that's not in part due to the front office or anything. I just did not play well whatsoever. I should have just ended up sacking Meloetta to Mamoswine, keeping my Cobalion alive, because Cobalion did deal with Blissey. it would have hit Salamence decently hard. And then Gengar, stuff like the Gengar turn. I could have saved Gengar and sacked off Meloetta to Mamoswine. That way I had Icy Wind Gengar to hit the Salamence. So, in turn, it was just a matter of bad play, bad prep this week, and Phantom Base just outplayed me the entire match. But with all that being said, guys, if you guys enjoyed the battle, go ahead and leave a like on the video. Unfortunately, we are now 0-3 in the PMC, and we just got to find a way to scrape out wins. I do have some transactions I will be making week 4. We will get those week 5, so middle or after our week 4 battle, you guys will have a transaction video, so you guys can see the potential transactions that I will make for the team, for better or worse. But yeah, with all that being said, guys, I am Johnny GB, and I'm out.